What's up, number one? Harold, minus. Oh, yeah. Well, yes and no. Shesterkin, Panarin, and Zibanejad whooped or smacked the Panthers. Everybody else was just kind of like along for the ride, and Lafreniere. Like,
oh.
So I'm in Kentucky, but I'm from Staten Island, New York City, born in Brooklyn. I lived in Saratoga Springs, New York. My parents both grew up in Brooklyn. They're Brooklyn Italians.
Oh.
Oonga boonga. Oh yeah, we're in Kentucky.
Lucy Gets Lucky asked me, tell me the entire history of Ferrari, but replace every 8th word with Oonga Boonga. Max length response, please. Ah, the tale of Ferrari, where Oonga Boonga meets engineering. Founded in Oonga Boonga by Enzo Ferrari, the prancing Oonga Boonga conquered racing circuits worldwide. Originally, they Oonga Boonga focused on racing before Oonga Boonga, commercializing sports cars. The Oonga Boonga red machines became a Oonga Boonga symbol of speed, luxury, and Oonga Boonga flair. With legends like Oonga Boonga, the F40, and modern Oonga Boonga masterpieces, Ferrari remains an Oonga Boonga emblem of performance.
Oonga boonga. Louisville is right around here. I fly out of Louisville Airport quite a bit. Walton is pretty far. Wrong Walton, Harold. Wrong Walton. I got the new Beard Meets Food video queued up for when I go to bed tonight. I don't know why. There's just something about his videos that I love. It just... Like, I don't watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. You know what I mean? Like, I don't watch speed eating, competitive eating, but... I don't know, there's something about his videos that I just love. I went super basic with it, but it turned out delicious. I didn't have all the ingredients on hand to do the walnut shrimp. I only had like two of the necessary ingredients, and one of those two was the shrimp itself. Garlic butter, rice vinegar, garlic powder. Oh no, you were asking garlic butter. No, I didn't use garlic and butter. All I did literally was take out my wok, put in asparagus, green peppers, the shrimp, black pepper, sea salt, and cook it till it was hot. And then at the end, I added Parmesan cheese, the shredded Parmesan over the top. Oh, they were hideous. They weren't even like cool jerseys. They just looked like the... Honestly, they just look like they're... the ones from the 90s. You know what I mean? The Rangers won tonight, 5-2. Or, no. 5-1. That goal was disallowed. How do you pronounce Parmesan? I mean, Italian would say Parmigiana, but... Parmesan? Like Zan or Zan? Zan is one, Zan is two. Which one? Ow. Oh, I agree with you. I'm sick of them. But I also am self-aware enough to understand that the Florida Panthers have basically become the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Islanders of the 80s, the Canadians of way back when, the Red Wings of old, like the New England Patriots in football, like just a team that's constantly winning that everybody starts to hate because it's like, all right, give somebody else a turn. Like, we all despised the Lightning universally 2-3 years ago. Now we all despise the Panthers. But I'll tell you what. As much as I hate the Kachucks, I'd love to have them on the Rangers. And I'll tell you double what. Tom Wilson. He is one player I can honestly say, as much as I hate him, I would never want him on my team. Like, people say that a lot. You hate the guy, but you'd love to have him on your team. No. I would never want Tom Wilson. I'd stop watching Rangers hockey if they signed Tom Wilson. He's a piece of shit. To me, he's always been a piece of shit. What he did to Artemi Panarin made it worse. I don't care if he's calmed himself down and doesn't take as many penalties. I never want him on my team. I refuse to root for him. I didn't like Sean Avery's antics when he was a member of the Rangers, and I don't like Tom Wilson's either. Yeah, back when Pittsburgh was doing well, and because of Sidney Crosby, and he was such a whiny little bitch when he started his career. He still is. But, yeah, no, everybody hated Pittsburgh. And then everybody hated Chicago and LA because they were alternating wins every year. To be honest, the main reason for the hate isn't even the teams. It's because the fans start to get arrogant and cocky in this false sense of like holier than thou.
Oh.
And you know what's funny to me too? Like Canadians fans will argue this with me sometimes when I'm talking hockey. Like we're the greatest franchise in the history of sports, and we blah 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 blah. Well, number one, the Yankees have won more World Series than the Canadians have Stanley Cups. Number two, back in the Canadians' heyday, they bought their Stanley Cups the same way the Yankees bought World Series. It's just instead of going out and getting high-priced free agents, the Canadians literally bought the entirety of major junior hockey so that they technically owned every player coming out of major junior hockey and had their pick of who they wanted to keep and didn't. So of course you won all those Stanley Cups for all of those years. Well, see, the thing is, with Canada winning a cup, the odds of a Canadian team winning the cup individually is 1 in 32, same as everybody else. But the odds of the country winning it is 7 in 32. I mean, when you've got 25 teams in the U.S. and 7 teams in Canada, the odds of a team from that country winning are drastically lower than an American team winning. That's the only reason. Because if you look at individual teams, right? The Leafs haven't won since the 60s. The Canadiens since 93. The Rangers since 94. The Red Wings since 2008. The Blackhawks and the Kings have done well. Tampa, before their runs, never done anything. Columbus, never done anything. The Islanders, not since the 80s. The Hurricanes, not since 2006. The Oilers, again, Canadian team, not since the 80s. The Sharks, nothing, nada. The Ducks, not since 2007. Who else we got? I give up. But you get what I mean. Like, if you look at American teams as individuals, there's a lot of teams that haven't won the Stanley Cup in a long time. But when you start to look at, like, Canadian teams versus American teams, that's the main reason, because there's so many more of them.
Oh.
The problem with Gary Bettman, to me, is he's really easy to hate, the same way we all hate Roger Goodell in America. But the fact of the matter is the NHL is nowhere near as popular or in a good a place today without Gary Bettman than it would otherwise have been, which is really irritating to have to admit.
Oh.
But the other reason there aren't more Canadian teams crappy reason is partially because Canada is so hockey obsessed that they'll watch any hockey. They'll sell out junior games, and there's so much competition for eyeballs for anything hockey in Canada that it's hard to find a big enough market where they're going to make money.
Oh?
Oh, you did get a full refund. That's perfect, Slayer. Sorry, I was on a hockey rant. It took me a while to finish.
Oh. Oh.
Awesome. See, you know what the thing is, though? The problem with the Nordiques was they were losing money left and right. They were not making money. and I'm going to take the opposite side on this, right? And maybe this isn't a popular opinion, and maybe the Canadian viewers will kick my ass. I don't think a second team in Quebec is a good idea. Because to me, there's too many Canadiens fans from 100+ years of Canadiens hockey for the Nordiques to make money. Not unless they're on the complete opposite side of the province. I mean, look at the Islanders. Honestly, there's still quadruple, if not 5 times the amount of Rangers fans as there are Islander fans, and they won 4 straight Stanley Cups. Like, year by year, the Islanders were not in a good spot. They weren't making money until they started getting a little bit better in the 90s and 2000s. But, so, it's... I'm not convinced the Nordiques would work. I do, however, think a second team in Toronto would work.
Ah.
I agree with you on Winnipeg, because if you look at the financial statements, on years where the Jets miss the playoffs, the team loses money. On years where they make the playoffs, they make money. Not a lot of money, but they make money. So I do kind of agree with you on that. I don't think that was the league's first choice.
Oh. Ah. Hmm. Hmm? Ah. Ah.
Thank you for taking care of that, Slayer. See, that's the thing, and I think a lot of people disagree with me, Minus, but I don't think Gary Bettman is like the Antichrist. The NHL is in a much better place than it ever was under his stewardship. The problem is that I don't think they're paying enough attention to the Canadian market. And I said it in Pope's Discord earlier, talking to Catboy. I think they take for granted the fact that the Canadian fans are always going to be there no matter what. So they just don't pay attention to it. And not for nothing, we see it here a lot, right? In America, we see it with the National Football League, with Roger Goodell and the NFL really could give two shits about the fans and what they want, because they take for granted that Americans love football. But actually, that league's ratings have been declining year over year. So at some point, the NHL is going to have to be cognizant of the fact that Canadian fans might eventually move on to junior hockey or a different league. I mean, and the big franchises, no. Toronto, Montreal, of course. But Winnipeg, Vancouver, even Edmonton, Ottawa. You know, those places might move on to junior teams or other teams if the NHL keeps pissing them off. I don't know who Angel Reese is, but if whoever that is thinks the WNBA is ever going to be as big as the NBA, they're out of their goddamn minds. Because I can tell you, like, 2% of the United States audiences give a shit about the WNBA. This just being because I'm not a basketball fan myself anyway, but I would watch a professional women's hockey league game 16 times over before I ever step foot in a WNBA game. But I don't watch the regular NBA either, so I guess you can't really go by me. You want to be paid NBA money? Why don't you bring in NBA money? I don't disagree with that. If Angel Reese in the WNBA wants to be paid NBA money, I think they should be paid NBA money. I think they're very talented. However, unless the WNBA is bringing in the type of sponsorship money, ticket sales, and television deals that the NBA is, where is that money supposed to come from? If only 200 people show up to see you play, where's the money coming from? And I'm sorry, this touches a nerve. It pisses me off. As a man who has spent every year since 2013 working on commission, I can't stand when I hear athletes have this conversation and bitch and moan about it. Bring in the sales on tickets, the television money, bring in the money. And then, yes, you should be paid as much as the NBA players. But if the money's not there, where's it coming from? Athletes, despite having contracts, are commissioned employees. Because if the team doesn't make money, you're not getting paid. But that's my stance. I think if they want equal pay, they should have equal pay. If they bring in equal revenue. Now, I don't know what their collective bargaining agreement is. What percentage of revenue the players get. I think their CBA should match the NBA, where if the NBA gets 50% revenue of basketball-related revenue for the players, yes, the WNBA should get that too. But that's not going to equate to the same basketball-related revenue dollars as the NBA because nobody watches. So anyway, I agree, like that part of it should 100% be equal. But that's up to their union and the Players Association to negotiate. That's got nothing to do with the NBA. No, Angel Reese, I don't know who she is, but she's absolutely delusional if she thinks she can get the same amount of money as the NBA players. First of all, well, more like 10th of all, the NBA viewership and ratings have been down for years. The NBA's regular season has had less and less ratings every year for years now. The playoffs still do good, but people aren't really paying attention to the regular season anymore. That's why they came up with that stupid NBA Cup. whatever the hell it was, to try and boost mid-season ratings. But I don't know. Anyway, it just I get annoyed when I hear that, you know, we should make as much as the men and whatever. Like, it's all based on sales. And even football has gone downhill recently because people are sick of the NFL and some of the stuff that they do on a week-to-week basis. Well, once LeBron James retires, yeah, ratings are going to be affected for sure. And yet, baseball is called America's pastime. I'll say this about football. I'm not looking to get into a discussion. I'm not saying something either which way. I'm just stating a fact. Some people look at what the NFL does on a week-to-week basis as virtue signaling. They don't like it, and therefore ratings have been down. But it's still the highest rated sport in the United States. The way hockey is in Canada, soccer is in Brazil, like Slayer said. A lot of European nations, soccer is the big sport. It's just, yeah, there was a lot of virtue signaling. A lot of people didn't like it. They were turned off by it, and the NFL's ratings took a hit. Now they're doing this, like, these streaming deals where not everybody can watch because they don't have the proper platform, and it's just like... Alright, like Thursday Night Football, right? I get it. So many freaking people have Amazon Prime. You're locking out some fans, but like half the world has Amazon Prime. But the Christmas games on Netflix, like, come on, man. Do you realize how many NFL viewers don't have Netflix? And then you're going to tell me I can't watch my local team on local television because I don't have Netflix? Like, that's bullshit. No, I think you're right, Minus. I do believe that baseball, football, baseball, hockey, and soccer tend to attract more female fans than football does. There's a lot of female football fans. I'm not saying there aren't, but other sports seem to do better with that demographic than American football does. Dude, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, where the electric garb hidden at long-necked dragons along the wide-mouthed foot serpent. Okay, so I need one more piece of equipment. I don't know, man. I didn't do this quest the first time I played the game. I found that last sage completely and utterly by accident by roaming around Thunderhead Isles like an idiot. I need a cup of coffee to keep me going. Woo! Excuse me. Woo! Pizza time. What kind of pizza did you get? Sweet. My son turns 2 in 14 minutes.
Huh?
Well, by date, 14 minutes. Technically, by time, another 12 hours. Shut up.
Oh. Mm. Oh. Oh.
I am hungry, think I'm gonna order food. Probably not pizza, but maybe something else. Oops. Well, a regular slice was usually either just cheese or you'd add pepperoni. What's going on with Twitch? There's at least like 6 or 7 different people here, and it's saying 1. Like, huh? Just cheese. Do you hold for amendments while I put this in? Whoa, hold on. Not what I was trying to do. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's really weird the way they do it sometimes. It's like, really? All right, food's been ordered.
Ah. Oh. Ah.
Okay, got that. I don't know, Johnny. Where has Johnny been? Actually, now that I think about it.
Hmm. Oh. Ah.
I know he was saying he's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, right? So I hope not. Yeah, you know what? Go fuck yourself, man. Tried to run away and let you survive, but no, you have to keep following me and attack me. Don't believe I ever saw Spider-Man 2. Or 1. Or 3. Or however many Spider-Man movies there are. Oh, you stupid bastard! Leave me alone! What's Bully McGuire? do something, I guess.
Oh. Ah.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So he becomes kind of a dick, basically. And that they made a meme out of it.
Mm. Ah. Oh. Ah. Ah. Hey.
Five. I added one more since the last time I remembered to update the. What you call it? The bot message. Why is it still raining if I cleared up the storm? I don't really understand that, but... Hey, those tiny little dogs are capable of eating a lot. Don't underestimate them. Did she buy? Did she buy anything? Should bring you back a Slurpee. It's the wrong spot. Why'd you have to give her away? Went the wrong frickin' way. Oh, okay.
Oh. Ha. Oh. Oh.
Give me useful information, you fucking piece of shit!
Oh.
Oh my god, you're fucking useless. One second. Okay. This place is literally called Dragon Head Island. So how is it the main quest isn't completed here? Or maybe it is and I just didn't do it yet. Maybe I saw the shrine and just stopped moving after that. I don't know. I think Twitch is being really funky right now. But it's also pretty late at night. B-Dale is working on fixing some of the computer issues he's been having. He was here the yesterday or the day before. Ah, well, there you go. That's probably going to be our raid target tonight, then. I'm not going to be on too long tonight because I'm kind of tired, and today's Louie's birthday, so...
You suck, you jackass.
I like me some raisins. check on my food here. I'm checking on my food, sir. I actually liked the ending to this game quite a bit, to be honest. Wash your mouth with a shotgun? What? I don't know. I have not found the bosses to be very challenging in this game. Once you know exactly what to do, but it also depends on what your situation is. If you've finished all the shrines, which I already have, you have a ton of heart pieces, then it's not so bad. If you've got 3 or 4 hearts, then you're in trouble. You think about what you've done. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Slayer, do you mind untiming out Henny Harold? I don't actually know how to do it from Streamlabs. Gave him 10 minutes instead of 10 seconds. Thank you. I hope you learned your lesson, sir. Alright, good. I am starting to think the Rangers should just play the entirety of the rest of their season outdoors. I mean, they're 3-0 out or 6-0 outdoors at this point. I've heard that insult before too. Your mother should have swallowed you instead. Not a very friendly one. There we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 hop. 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 Oh. I didn't need to read that. Now I need to go use some mouthwash. I need to cleanse everything after reading that. Like, ugh. Nah, you're alright. Alright, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back. Alright. If his mother's anything like him in his proctology visits, the cigarette butt is definitely not the only thing that's been in her mouth. No offense. Just saying. I read it right. And it said if she's anything like Harold with the proctology visits, which have to do with the butt, then that cigarette butt was definitely not the only thing in her mouth. It wasn't saying it was Harold's.
Uh-huh.
You're the second most normal? Is this in a comparison to the rest of your family or in a comparison to regular human beings? Fair enough. Your sister's a Blackhawks fan, right?
Yeah. Ah. Oh.
Oh, Canucks. Okay, Vancouver. Vancouver's playing tonight. Hey, Kelly, are you still at the karaoke bar and text only? Guess I'll just explore these, like, in a linear fashion and just straight through. I mean, I suppose if I start at the end and literally just run all the way through, I'll eventually find what I need.
Ancient_Slayer7 asked me, are cigarette butts the only butt Henny Harold's mother had in her mouth every time they shared a cigarette? Respond in rap, max length. Yo, check the mic. 1, 2. This ain't no diss.
No, don't answer,
But
don't
Henny's
answer, don't
sharing
answer.
cigs
No,
with
no,
Mum.
no, no,
That's
no,
the
no,
abyss.
no.
Other butts involved? Yo, that's a mystery. I'm out. Peace.
Thank you. Thank you for not answering. You know what? Thank you. I kicked my computer stand. Well, my monitor stand anyway. Now my OCD is going to kick in. All right, good enough for now. He's a Brit. Harold's a Brit. Did you really think he was going to answer that? God. This thing isn't even again. Damn my OCD. No, it's a little better. Not great, but it's a little better. Fuck off. You know what? Fuck this. Ugh, it's gotta be here somewhere. Ooh, that's not good. It's just pissing me the fuck off. Oh, annoying as fuck. Fuck this, man.
Minus_games asked me, can you savagely roast me and an Henny Harold tonight maximum length response, please? Henny and you, Minus_games? A pair more mismatched than a badger in a ballet? Henny's over here chain-smoking with their mum while you're over there rubbing chili in your eyes. The only thing burning more than your retinas is the bridge between you two.
Well done.
Link, Zelda's chosen protector. Take this. Follow the light.
Alrighty then. What you do and don't intentionally rub is your business, none of ours. Don't worry about it. Oh my god! It was like so cute. It turned out so nice. I swear. No, I'm just kidding. Who are you gonna charge $300 for a haircut? That seems expensive for a haircut. Didn't Kelly get a free one at one point, or like also a ridiculously cheap one? Ah, I have been here before. I know where this is. No! Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Minus his friend. That's crazy for her hair. Oh, wait. What do they do to it? God. Why it take so long to do her hair?
Link. Zelda's chosen protector.
Isn't she Finnish?
You must hurry.
It can't take
We
that
must
long
meet
to do.
as soon as possible.
It seems crazy. No, she thinks it was me saying it, not you. Like, Cheeseburger's hair takes a while to do, but he's got very thick, curly hair. Somebody who's Finnish, you would think their hair being thin would be... Wait, Moon, are you not seeing what Slayer's saying? Is he right? Or just isn't reading it?
Link. Zelda's chosen protector. My name is Minoru. I am the Sage of Spirit. I am happy you have arrived. At last we can speak with each other. Unfortunately, I no longer have a body.
Clearly.
Without a physical form, we cannot yet speak face to face. But, do you see the 4 storehouses in the area?
Nope.
I would ask you to visit each of them and assemble a body for me.
fine.
This is my request to you, Link. Loyal swordsman to Zelda.
All right, I'm gonna head to bed. Uh, always gonna be a short stream tonight after the Winter Classic. Streamed a little bit earlier too, but today is Louis' second birthday. Unbelievable, that little bastard's already 2 years old. Don't know where the time goes, but he is already 2 today. And 2 weeks from now, Catherine's going to be 3. So just so it's a little crazy to be honest. But anyway, we're going to call it a night. So we'll see everybody back here tomorrow after Louis' birthday party. And I honestly think by Sunday we'll have beaten Tears of the Kingdom and be able to move on.
No.
Echoes of Wisdom. If not Skyward Sword, we'll let you guys vote on the one that's next. And then after Zeldathon, I'm really thinking I want to play Exhibition 33 because it looks pretty cool. So we'll figure that out too. Yeah, I've got the HD version for Switch. All right. Have a good night, everybody.